The man accidentally arrived in the land of little people. His body was tied up with ropes. Even his feet were locked. The man let out a terrified scream. All the little people around him were startled. They quickly jumped off his body. Then the man struggled hard. Several wooden stakes were pulled out by the roots. As he lifted his arm, a few little people were pulled up into the air. The man staggered to his feet. He thought it was all just a dream. But then a general rode in on horseback and thrust his spear at the man. The general then ordered his men to throw out hooks. One of the hooks caught the man right on his butt. With many little people pulling together, the man was yanked hard and fell to the ground. He immediately passed out. When he woke up, he found himself tied to a small cart. The cart was moving through the city. Crowds of little people lined the sides to watch. The cart eventually arrived at the palace gates. As the crowd turned the crank together, the man was lifted upright. Just then a cry of surprise came from the palace. Even the princess was frightened by his massive body. The man was then put in heavy chains and forced to plow the fields. Suddenly, a sharp alarm sounded. It turned out the kingdom was under attack. Worried that the princess might be in danger, the general quickly turned the steering wheel and directed the man to rush back. Once back at the palace, the general jumped off and ran straight toward the palace. The general's men, knowing his abilities were limited, decisively pressed a lever, releasing the man from his shackles. He instantly charged into the enemy ranks, then extended 4 fingers, snatched up 2 enemies between them, turned around and flung them straight into the river, effortlessly rescuing the princess. By the time the general arrived, the princess was already gone. The man had just brought her to safety when a new alarm sounded. This time, it was a fire. The old king was trapped inside the palace. The man rushed over to help, but accidentally burned himself on the iron bars and let out a loud scream. Seeing the king about to be consumed by flames, one of the little people shouted anxiously, "We need water, do something, quick!" And just as the words left his mouth, the man did something that left everyone present completely stunned.